Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Nairobi Health Show. And this is kind of a unique version. This isn't really another podcast episode. This is more of an announcement. We need like a ta-da or drums or something. I've got Lisa G with me, founder of the original
Hello.
Skinny Jeans Workout. Hello, Lisa.
Hey, Dave. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Hold on 1 minute. I'm getting some notifications here on the stream I got to take care of. Okay. Yeah. Well, this is fantastic. We've been working behind the scenes ever since we first met. We really jived with our whole coaching philosophies and nutrition and fitness and it turns out there's just a really cool collaboration that has just kind of come together that we're about to announce, right?
I'm so freaking excited. I think we're going to be bringing so much value and fun to your audience that I'm so excited.
And I love the fact that fun was the first word that came to your mind because let's face it, health and fitness can be too heavy sometimes. I think for a lot of people, these coaching things that they do, we got that from the survey, right? We did a survey of our audience. We'll talk about in a couple minutes.
Okay.
But definitely some of these people, when we ask them, have you done other coaching type of, one-on-one or a group or a weight loss program? And 60% had. And then when we read what did you like about them? What did you not like about them? And the not like, I don't know about you, Lisa, but for me, it just kind of shouted at me, these are heavy and hard.
No, that's why I wanted to bring the fun because I think people think sometimes in order to be fit, you have to starve yourself and work out for hours and not have any fun and sacrifice everything. And granted, sacrifices are required if you want to get really fit for the summer and just maintain it and sustain it and just get that level of self-confidence that comes with it. But I created the skinny jeans workout 14 years ago, and it's shorter workouts for busy people. And that's what I believe. I believe you just have a system or a plan in place for nutrition, follow the plan, and an exercise plan in place and follow the plan. And it doesn't have to take all day and it doesn't have to be boring.
Yeah, and I'm kind of laughing as you explain that concept because I'm thinking about, I hired a clinic to help us with this to create the diet and meal planning and it was just a thing I hate tackling. I just rather pay someone to just make it professionally, you know what I mean?
Right.
And
You
so
got to know that. That's good.
yeah, and so we got that done. We got all these recipes back, and most of them were great. I mean, I'm really excited about that, and it's fun that we're going to be able to provide diets and meal plans as part of the program. But what I loved, Lisa, is when you looked at it, you're like, no tofu.
Well, that's my personal opinion. I feel like from what I've studied, it's not
Mm,
good for women or men hormonally. And even if there's a small chance that that's true, I'm going to just say let's err on the side of caution and eat real food.
yeah, and it's not delicious. Let's not eat anything this is the other thing. People's relationship with food, Lisa, and I'm sure you found this in your own coaching too, is unhealthy a little bit. A lot of times people have kind of this stressful relationship with food. So instead of just enjoying delicious food that's supporting their health goals,
Yeah,
I think a lot of times they feel like, oh, I have to eat this. It's not what I really want to eat. And
right.
that's one of the things we hope to tweak and change
It's a
in the skinny
mindset
jeans.
shift. You know,
Yeah.
when you just start looking at all the things going on in our world, we're so privileged living here in the United States right now. And although we've been through a hard 2 years, we wanna support you guys, and we see now is the time everyone's asking for help with mental health and physical health, but it doesn't have to be hard, it doesn't have to be complicated, and when we work with you on your mindset shift, you'd be like, "I get to eat this," and not feeling guilty all the
Right.
time when you mess up because in the end of the day, we're all human, right?
Yeah.
Mistakes
It,
happen, and it's not a mistake, it's just pick yourself back up again, forgive yourself, and acknowledge it, and just move on.
I love it. And since the 14 years ago, since you did the skinny jeans workout, you've been mostly coaching CEOs, high end, what I'd call high end one-on-one type of coaching. Your prices are very high. It's not inexpensive to hire Lisa G. to be a coach. And so one of the things I really appreciate, Lisa, is I said, we can't really pay those kind of rates to have you involved in coaching here. But the only way we can make it worth Lisa's time is through economies of scale. Okay, so she charges $1,500 a month, one-on-one to coach a CEO or an actress like Cheryl Tiegs and other people like she coaches. But what we have done is we've come up with a program in collaboration together where if we get enough people on board, it will be affordable and for the people participating, but they can get this high-end coaching from you because of the group dynamic and putting enough people together. So first of all, thanks to you, Lisa, for being willing to do a group style coaching.
Well, I'm passionate about this, and I'll tell you why. I am so far over 50 that 50 left the room, and I'm passionate about helping my peers and people that are struggling, because I know sometimes the pandemic really hurt us from being able to have social distance from the fridge and getting to the gym. People put on extra weight and they were already struggling after menopause or perimenopause or during menopause, when your metabolic rate is slowing down and they weren't adding enough muscle. So being a member of the tribe, I want to support you guys.
I love it. And I mentioned earlier about the survey that we did. And I want to read to you. I'm going to start with what people don't want, because I thought that was pretty interesting and eye-opening.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to kind of read you the whole list, because I think it'll be interesting for people listening to hear. And then you can just comment on whichever part of it is most interesting.
Let's do it.
So first of all, 54.8% had participated in some form of program, some of them multiple programs. The things they didn't like, number one was too expensive. Number three was programs that charge you to be in the program, then charge you more for all the add-ons and upsells and additional stuff, to, food and whatnot. Bad tasting, either bad tasting supplements or bad tasting food was a complaint.
Correct.
Expensive foods. You had to eat something that wasn't bought from a normal grocery store. You had to order it online, something like that, where it was just expensive just to eat. Yucky foods. We alluded to that earlier.
We don't want yucky foods, but again, that's a mindset shift. We want to eat the foods that are going to support us in our longevity and anti-inflammatory, so that we're going to have not just live longer, but have a higher quality of life. Not just look hotter, but feel better.
Yeah. Perfect. And here's a very interesting one, Lisa. Lisa was really interesting to me. Multiple people pointed out they don't want to join a Facebook group. They don't make it on Facebook. I was like, okay.
Surprised me. Yeah, that surprised me.
But we're going to figure out how to create this group environment where people can really participate and be part of it. It's called the Skinny Jeans Club, by the way. Did I even say that in the beginning?
I'm excited. We're going to do this.
We are. So the Skinny Jeans Club. And again, here's what people don't want based on programs they've done. People don't like fakeness. For example, one person was very specific. I don't like all the fake stuff on Facebook: vinegar and lemon juice cocktails, fake weight loss pills, stuff about brown fat. In other words, just kind of like the sales pitches using all these buzzwords or trying to get you to do something different or unique or whatever, just to get you to pay money.
And I get it.
Yeah, people don't like that. They also don't like time of wasted time on the live calls. They say that many of the trainers just chit chat or maybe spend too much time just like welcoming everyone, and they're busy. They want you to get to the point.
I'm good at getting to the point. I'm from New York, and I am a cut to the chase kind of person. I might be living in LA now, but my heart is in New York, and I am just, let's get to it.
You're ready to just cut the chit chat and get to the point. And of course, I don't know about you, but I have seen both ways. Like, I like a live training call where they do get to the point and go through the training, and then at the end, if I want to hang out and they'll spend the time, I'm happy to, like, if I'm getting trained on something, I'm happy to chit chat at the end, and everyone else can just go, right? So to me, that's
is available to you guys if once we figure out how to get the videos to you in a way that you'll be wanting to access them.
Yeah, because we'll do a combination of live and recorded. Okay, too complicated. This is another complaint. It was too hard. Another one was too much pressure, too many restrictions. And so those are a couple others, Lisa, that people
Yeah,
just don't want.
we want to keep it simple. KISS.
Now, speaking of that, people don't seem to mind some tough love. One of the words, when we asked, what do you want? One of the words that came up, as a matter of fact, the most used word was surprising to me. It was accountability. They want it.
That's the cornerstone of actual weight loss plans that work, because you slip up. We all slip up. And some people feel like, well, if you eat that one cookie, then you might as well eat the whole box. And this just being healthy doesn't work for me. I might as well give up and sit here on the couch. And I don't want that to happen to people, because in the last 2 years, our health is in crisis. I feel like the real pandemic is mental and physical health. And I really want to support you guys to do this and not hide. Don't join something and hide. Just like reach out if you're struggling.
Okay, I love that. Another thing they wanted was flexibility. And along with flexibility, Lisa, and this one surprised me, we asked them, like, in a ideal program, how often would they communicate with you? And no one wanted, well, not no one, but a low percentage wanted multiple touches or activities per week. Most of them were like, just once a week, give me what I need to do. But not like daily, it's just too much for people.
Yeah, you got to listen to your audience, and we want to serve you guys. And throughout the process of this brand new offering we're doing, which is so exciting, open for feedback and suggestions all the time.
Okay, absolutely. And let's here's one. And I'm going to give you another specific. Here's a direct quote. I'd like one day a week when I can have 2 cookies or a piece of cake. I eat very healthy otherwise, and I work out 5 or 6 days a week.
We'll give them our blessing for one day a week.
One day.
That's it. All, because I feel like I used to struggle when I was younger. I used to think I could eat anything I wanted, and especially on the weekend. And then every Monday I would zero out. So if you spend all night, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday eating and drinking, you're zeroing out. You're not getting any results. So moderation is the key for cheat meals.
Moderation, but you're never going to be a perfectionist.
I'm so far from perfect. Perfect left the room too. So I'm here to support real people, because I'm a real person.
I love it. Well, we've taken all this feedback and we're going to start the Skinny Jeans Club together. I'm super excited about it. And let me just tell for those of you listening what we're going to do. Number one is we're going to do a live coaching call with myself and Lisa every week. So we'll be live. We'll change up the times a little bit. We found another thing is that people wanted calls on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And there's a variety of time zones that people wanted. And now I'm Mountain Time, Lisa's Pacific Time, and then of course people in Central and Eastern, and everyone in this will be either in the United States or Canada, because that's just the limit that we have for providing this.
Right.
And so what we will do is we will announce those in advance. And for those of you, we'll try to change it up. So we know that it's not realistic. Everyone can make every, event, but we'll change up the times between the Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays that you all asked for, and announce it in advance. And then of course we'll just record it. So if you can't make it, no big deal. We'll just put up the recording in a membership office. So anything to say about that, Lisa?
Well, I just wanted you guys to know that there'll be assets available, because the problem with digital courses is I buy them, I don't participate unless there's accountability and there's some live aspect of it. But we want you also to know we are going to constantly be creating the digital assets. When you join, there'll be some modules in there where you can learn our strategies and tips and hacks on how to crush it in your health and wellness, but more than that, in your life, because how you do one thing is how you do anything. So we want to support you around mindset and morning routines and evening routines, and just how to find habits that work in your lifestyle, where you don't have to just sort of take this off your plate. You don't have to always be worried about what you're going to wear because you don't like the way any of your clothes fit you, and you really want to be in the clothes in the back of your closet. We want to help you guys with that.
Yeah, and speaking of that, we did have a little bit of pushback on the skinny jeans. Now, I think for most people, the word skinny jeans is just a fun way of saying lose weight and look better, right? To me, that's what it says. It's just a fun way of doing that. But we did have a couple people say, I'm 60 whatever years old. I don't feel like I'm ever going to fit in my skinny jeans again. But to me, I just thought, well, what's your definition of skinny jeans? We're not saying that anyone's going to get in their 18-year-old uh, jeans necessarily. I think skinny jeans, and I won't. Like I used to have a 28-inch waist in high school. I mean, I'm never going
Yeah.
to have a 28-inch waist again in my life. I could be lean and fit today without having that tiny of a waist. I think skinny jeans really is just a metaphor for your current personal best. I mean, how do you define it now, Lisa?
Well, to me, I really believe so much is possible in our 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond to look however you want to look. And I am a perfect shining example of walking the walk. So, yes, sacrifices have to be made. But to me, we all have those clothes sitting in the back of our closet. Then there's the ones you wear at this weight and the ones you wear at that weight and the ones that you would feel so proud of yourself if you got back into it. So your skinny jeans aren't my skinny jeans or Dave's skinny jeans. It was really just a fun name for a DVD, and we thought we would bring that fun to this.
Yeah.
And it's not any judgment on anyone who doesn't want to be any Hollywood size, because that's a lot of pressure.
Okay, I like that. But I like the fact that you do have a vision of people really achieving some big things. That this is and I do too. I've been doing this a long time. I've been in the fitness industry since 2009. And I've seen a lot of people have tremendous success and lose a lot of weight. I've had
Mhm.
customers lose 100 pounds, many,
Wow,
40 pounds, 80 pounds, 70 pounds, you name it. We've got the testimonial. I mean, 13 years of weight
fantastic.
loss.
Yeah,
Um, but I've also seen the struggles that go into it, and some of the mindsets and the disappointment in themselves. Like, oh, I've tried this
correct.
before; it doesn't work for me. And some people have given up a little bit. And Lisa, I kind of like your energy. I
Thank you.
like that you have like kind of this combo vibe of being very affirming, but with a tiny bit of drill sergeant in there, like you can do this.
Well, I believe it's possible to I've accomplished a lot, with my body, and because, I think so much of my life has been spent in the fitness and weight loss industry and somewhat feeling that pressure on myself, so I put that pressure on myself. I'm not gonna put pressure on you to try to be in my skinny jeans again, but I just want it to be fun. I just want personal best is the word that comes to mind as we age. We wanna get rid of the dangerous belly fat because it's a health risk. It's not about vanity. We wanna help you guys live longer, feel better, have more energy to do the things that matter to you. And one of the really deep things that I love to dig into, we're talking about in some of the coaching, is finding out your why. You're like, do you want
Mhm.
to live forever, or do you want to be there to play with your grandchildren and be the fun grandma, or your children, or the guy or the husband, like whatever matters to you of why, then you got to dig really deep and find out, why do I want to do these on the cold mornings when I'd rather stay in bed? You got to really get your motivation, and we can't motivate you if you're not motivated. So
We're
we'll
good.
help you
Yeah.
find your drive.
We'll try our best. We'll do our best.
Yeah.
Motivation was a word that was mentioned several times. It was, I think, second to the word accountability.
Motivation is everything, but it really, to me, is about why. Why do you want this? Why
Right.
now? And then digging deeper, like, well, I want to look hot on the beach when I'm throwing the ball around with my kid. Why? Well, because then he'll take fitness as being an example because people watch what you do, not what you say. So leadership is about self-leadership and showing up as the kind of person in your world that other people that you influence will notice. So find what matters to you is what I say is step one for motivation. And then you have to have a plan. It has to be simple, it has to work in your lifestyle. We're going to provide all of that.
Yeah, diet, meal planning, exercise. We're also going to cover recovery, sleep, and stress management. By the way, Lisa, I'm getting an additional certification. I've got a fitness certification, as you
Ooh,
know,
awesome.
but I'm getting an ACE recognized new certification
Mhm.
in a new field. Actually, this is an emerging field. I'm super excited. I'm one of the first people in this program, actually, on sleep, recovery, and stress management.
Oh my gosh, so many people are telling us right now that they're struggling with their sleep, and I struggle. Like I just, even though I take a sleeping pill, I just wake up too early. So I'll be one of your first guinea pigs.
Well, we're going to cover it, and I'm working on that certification now, and waiting for the materials to come in the mail. We'll be sharing all that as we go. But for the most part, of course, it's just going to be making sure people understand the correct, tasty, fun behaviors they need to do on a daily basis, and so that they can be successful and reach their goals. We're going to be talking about behavior, not results. We'll have people will want results, obviously. Of course, people know what their goal is, but they're only going to achieve their goal by adopting the correct behaviors. And I just feel, Lisa, too many people in this country, they don't know what those are. They just really don't know just
Yeah,
what
there's a
the
lot
key
of
is.
misinformation out there. I agree. I really think you gotta not be on Dr. Google 24/7. You gotta find a plan and really commit to it. And all plans work when you commit to it and do the work.
Yeah. Yeah, but a lot, and one, to your point about the Google, right? Information on Google lives forever, and we have learned more about nutrition in the last 5 years than the previous 40 or 50. I mean, this is a really emerging field, and nutrition is so basic. We eat food every day that this is surprising to people, but it's true. I know this from my podcast, interviewing over 200 experts. The fact is, we are learning more and more and more about nutrition and about what it takes to reach our goals. And you just alluded to leadership. Now, you've
Yeah.
been working with CEOs of companies and people that are movers and shakers. And one of the things you're really big on is what you call millionaire mornings and millionaire
Millionaire
evenings.
mornings. Yeah, like, we're gonna share with you guys the habits that millionaires and billionaires have before they go to bed and when they wake up to crush their results, because when I speak about leadership, to me, it's like I said, how you do one thing is how you do everything. You're leading your family, you're enrolling them into stuff. So you're leading your company, you're enrolling them into stuff. So if you want to influence others, you got to spend at least 40% of your energy on yourself, because that gives you more energy, that gives you more credibility, and keeps you around longer. There's no bad reason to not lead yourself first.
I love that. And I'm looking forward to learning those things from you. I have a morning routine. I don't have much of an evening routine. This is an area I need to improve in. And my morning routine, it's not set in stone. I love it and it's working for me, but I know you have some other ideas, additional ideas that I'm probably going to latch onto
Right.
myself. So I'm excited about that. We'll also be covering things like fridge and pantry makeovers, and how to just make sure that you have the right the foods in your fridge that you and your family are going to eat that are going to lead you to your goals. We'll talk about ratios between carbs, fats, proteins, all of those things that you need. And the plan, I'll just let the cat out of the bag because it's not a very expensive plan, Lisa.
Of course.
Um,
That's
the
the big thing.
Yeah, that was one of the biggest things. And so what we're doing, we have a plan for $100. It's actually $97, and it includes the supplements you need. For $97, you get all this stuff. You get the weekly coaching, you get the access to the back office, videos on fitness, nutrition, meal planning, all that stuff, plus the supplements that you need for weight loss, for energy, to help with sleep, that are designed for people in their middle age. They're not for kids. All these supplements are designed for the exact same issues that our customers are dealing with. Weight loss mainly, also increasing energy, other metabolic improvements, filling in deficiencies. That's a big one, Lisa. A lot
Right.
of people out there have deficiencies. They're not testing themselves, unfortunately. We'll talk about that and about how to get tested. But the fact is, many people just have vitamin and mineral deficiencies that are holding them back. If we could just start there and take
Oh,
care of
yeah.
that problem.
It's true. It's like you wanna have all the tools in your toolbox so that you're not holding yourself back without the right it's almost impossible, I would say, don't you think, to get all the nutrients you need just from food?
Well, I know that from testing on myself. I've been doing testing for 6 years.
Mhm.
I take my own supplements, and those fill in all the deficiencies that most people have: zinc, D.
I
Um,
love them. They're so great.
yeah, thank you. And I'm very proud of our line of supplements. But I don't run to supplements for everything, Lisa. For example, I don't take a calcium or a magnesium supplement, which are two very popular ones. I
Right.
don't do it. I want those from food
Mhm.
because as a nutritionist, I understand that there's some things that you can fill deficiencies in from supplements. Vitamin D and zinc are two excellent examples.
Mhm.
But magnesium and calcium need to come from the diet that we're going to be teaching everybody. And so it's a combo. We want to teach you guys how to get almost all of your phytonutrients and zoochemicals from food, fill in the rest with the supplements, and then get those additional cool things like the weight loss, the energy, the lowered cholesterol from those supplements that are just, the fact is they're just better than food. Chromium, for example, Lisa.
Right.
Chromium is critical, and if you don't eat it every day in your food, and very few foods have it, you have a chromium deficiency. And so that's one that's obvious for us to supplement. So all the packages in the Skinny Jeans Club have chromium, and other ones that we know are hard to get from diet.
And what's the other 2 packages that we're gonna roll out?
The other one is 147 and the other is 197. The
Right.
difference, there's no difference in what you get from Lisa and myself in coaching. Everyone gets the same plan. The only difference is the supplements. You'll get more supplements. So depending on the supplement package you want and what works for your budget, I kind of hope that some people will just uh, be break even, and it won't cost them anything because they'll cut out some of the junk they're eating, and they'll take this program and our supplements,
Yeah,
and
with
that it
my
won't cost them any more
suggestions, they'll
money.
definitely save money on food, and your suggestions, I have a plan for people that at the 197 or 97 or 147, they'll be saving money on food. And if they wanna dine out too, we can give them suggestions on what to order.
Okay, well, I am super excited about this. We're going to start in June. And for those of you that are interested, you can just go to dirobi.com and just chat with us and just kind of tell us if you're interested. We'll put you on a list. Right now, we're just kind of announcing, and we're just letting people know that it's coming. As soon as the plans are ready, which should be next week, probably, Lisa, by the way,
Yeah.
we'll put them up on the website. One really exciting thing is we have a huge reward for the people who participated in our survey. I know it's a bummer. I get asked to do surveys all the time, and I just delete, 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 delete.
But they participated. We're grateful to your audience for doing that,
They
taking
did.
the time.
And so we're going to offer, for those of you that participated, we've got a really sweet deal for you guys. Then for the first 200 people, we also have a really sweet deal. And I'm having this really cool, nice metal water bottle made. And so the first 200 will get a Dirobi Skinny Jeans metal water bottle with their order. So the first 200 is key. They'll get the best possible price ever, and then after that, it'll go up to the normal prices that I mentioned. But the first 200 will pay less than the 97, 147, and 197.
And also too, we're gonna do some fun contests to see, the thing about accountability is the more you bring your best friends in to do this with you, whoever refers most people, we're definitely gonna reward you guys too.
Yeah, so lots going on, Lisa. I'm super excited about it. We're shooting for June 6th. I'm not 100% convinced we're going to hit that date,
I
Lisa.
think
Let's give
more like
ourselves
the middle of June. Let's give ourselves a little break.
sometime in June, if you're listening and you're interested. In June, we will launch, we promise. And like I said, this is not some slick. I don't have some slick like marketing funnel for you to go through with this like sales page and all that. We're just going to put the program out there and let people know. We think it's a good program. We're just going to put the products out there. We're going to let our people know it's not for everybody. We want this is for people who feel like they're ready, for people that are ready to invest in themselves a little bit and to start a program. And I realize the timing is never right for everybody at the same time. And we're just going to have fun with it. So we're just going to put it
Right.
out there. Those of you that are ready for this and you think, yeah, joining a skinny jeans club could help me get in my skinny jeans, and I want those supplements and I want the bottle and I'm going to do it. Wonderful. We want to have you on board. Be one of those first 200. And so we're recording this in May. And so for those of you watching later, because this will be on YouTube, just go to dirobi.com, dirobi.com, and click on skinny jeans, and you'll see the various programs and what's available and what we're doing there and how it all works. And then you just pick the package you want. You'll then get access to a membership back office. All of the pre-recorded events will be there, the diet meal plan information, everything. And then you'll be on the list to get notified about when the live training is in that particular week. And it's going to be fun. So we'd love to have you on board. Lisa, do you got anything I'll let you have the last word here.
Oh, thanks, Gabe. I am just really thrilled to get a chance to talk to your audience and offer you something that's never been done before at this price point. And I think a fantastic opportunity for just everybody to get into the best shape that they want to get into and crush their goals.
I'm excited to take it from you, Lisa. Like, I want to do what you just said. I think I could up my game. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna participate. I'll be there training and sharing my expertise, but I'm also going to be sitting there and learning from you. I feel
Thank
like
you.
it's just kind of a bargain. I don't have to pay you the $1,500 a month. I can just listen to you in the
It'll
Skinny
be
Jeans Club.
awesome. It'll be fun, and I want to serve my demographic.
Well, thanks, Lisa. I'm excited to work with you. I'm excited about the partnership. I appreciate you doing this. I know that you could probably go in other directions and maybe make more money, but I can tell this is a passion project for you.
And you as well. So we promise it'll be fun.
Okay, well, thanks. And again, for those of you listening, just go to dirobi.com, dirobi.com. If the products are not available yet, simply either send us an email to support@dirobi.com with your email, and we'll put you on the list. And or you can chat. Depending on when you listen to this, you can chat with our support reps and find out where we're at with it and when we're going to start. But launch in June. Great prizes and discounts for the first 200. We look forward to working with those of you that are ready for this.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, Lisa. Bye, everybody.